All right. Good morning, Kate.
Good morning, Pete.
Morning for you and evening for me here in Australia. Beautiful connection between hemispheres. And today we're going to have a conversation for a little while with Andromeda. So, just by context and background, how long have you been experiencing Andromeda in your life now?
I first encountered this energy, this presence, on March 20th, 2020. I didn't know what it was. And it wasn't until I came to you and you took me to my cosmic home back at the beginning of November that I've had a really strong connection to Andromeda, or stronger, more coherent connection to Andromeda. So that would be 3 months now, 4 months.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And it would be true to say that there's a greater level of clarity that started to emerge now, Kate, as there's been more of this perhaps merging between this being Andromeda that comes through you and Kate in human form. Would it be true to say that? What's your take?
Yeah, absolutely. So the journey has been one of merging and integrating. And you and I have did some very focused work on actually clearing the path for um, this energy, these frequencies, to be able to integrate and integrate in a way that's got real clarity. So
Yeah.
yes,
And it would be true to say that, yeah, thank you. And it would be true to say that this hasn't been an easy journey all the way through as well.
that would be very, very true to say. That would be
Okay.
very true.
Can you offer a few of the challenges that you've encountered along the way?
Well, if I go back very briefly to 2020, when I first became aware of this presence, this energy, the months after that were particularly intense, as I had a kind of internal battle, egoic battle. Um, and suffice to say that my identity won, and this presence, this energy that quietly has been tapping at the door ever since. When you and I came together,
Yeah.
back in November, I remember uh, um, I remember speaking to you. We met and we journeyed together on a Friday, and I remember speaking to you on the Monday. And I'm not going to swear, but I remember saying to you very clearly, Pete, that was all nonsense. And you did a very, very, very beautiful job of validating the journey so that my intellect, because I was in the trap of trying to rationalize what I'd experienced rather than just accept it. That makes sense. Um, and since then, there have been smooth times and then rough waters. And the rough waters have
Yes.
been incredibly dark days. You know, I have certain patterns in my life, and those have come to the fore to be released and transmuted. And I haven't really understood what's been going on at the time. So it has been a fascinating journey, not one of the easiest I've ever undertaken, if I'm honest. Um, and I'm very grateful that you've been there to support me and guide me throughout.
Thank you. And and it's my understanding that this bridge between Andromeda and Kate, that you sort of either other ends of the bridge, you sort of meet halfway across that bridge and create it. It's my experience that the human personality is an important part of the recipe in allowing that to happen. And I guess the having seen some of this phenomenon over the years, I want to offer to people that might be listening that um, smooth isn't always the way to go, because there can be a bigger picture here. And perhaps that's something that we can explore a little bit of today. And we have some inklings into that already, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can see that. I mean, I've been doing my own exploration of this thing called channeling, just because I've been really curious. And to anyone who's listening, there is no one way. Don't make the mistake that I
Yeah.
made in thinking that, it has to be this way or it has to be that way. And some people will channel through trance, other people will channel, through a very conscious practice that it can sometimes not even sound like channeling, or feel like channeling, although it probably does feel like. And one of the things I've come to see is that for me, there's an invitation to merge. So the intellect is actually part of the
Yeah.
it's part of the partnership here. Sometimes for me it
Yeah.
can feel like I step to one side, but actually everything is coming through the filter of my intellect by nature of it coming out of these vocal cords. That makes sense. And so what's becoming really clear to me, Pete, is that this whole journey, this whole experience is an invitation to trust. It's an invitation to let go of needing to do things or say things in any way, needing to feel special in any way, needing to deliver profound messages or whatever they may be in any way, shape, or form, and just to be a very clear straw almost for the
Yeah.
energy for these frequencies to come through. And sometimes they will come through vocally,
Okay.
and sometimes they will come through non-vocally.
Okay. Okay. Well, shall we? Shall we create that connection and build the bridge and see what Andromeda has for us today?
Okay.
So, when you're ready, just get a sense of the breath moving in and out of Kate's body. And as it does, as the breath moves out of Kate's body, it becomes connected to something more than Kate out there in the universe itself. And the beautiful bridge that exists that we know about already takes form and shape. And you simply sense that energy drifting into your awareness and blending with our Kate at this end, and allowing that to simply ever so gently to unfold around you and within you. That's it. It's like in this beautiful and precious moment of connection that shows us that so much is possible. Allow that to ever so gently unfold. Ways that just allow you to blend into that multidimensional being that we know Kate to be, Andromeda to be, and to come together in ways that allow that connection. As you sense that easily and naturally now, Andromeda is here, just let me know. Okay. And when you're there, Andromeda, just say, I'm here.
I'm here.
Thank you for speaking with us today. We're grateful that you've come. Today we are recording a conversation, and I seem to recall that this is something that you were wanting to do at a point in time early on. And this is our chance for people to get to know you through Kate and for us to hear the message that you bring. So is it okay if I ask you some questions?
I need you to calm Kate's mind.
Okay. Okay. So just allow that beautiful word trust that Kate uses from time to time, just allow that word trust to drift effortlessly through the human personality, that loving resonance that brings, a beautiful aspect of trust that is so easy and so natural. When we surrender to that trust, we move into the flow of the universe itself. And as Kate surrenders into that trust now, knowing that she's being looked after by Andromeda and by me at this end, just allow that to ever so gently unfold and just ease into a space of natural connection, of peace, of knowing, and of sharing. That's it. And how does Kate's mind feel now?
Peace.
Good. Andromeda, may I ask some questions? Okay. Help me understand the greater purpose behind you working with Kate. Why is that important for us here?
I Kate has been chosen to gather my people. Kate needs to be seen and heard.
Okay.
I am gathering a circle and circles upon circles. And I have chosen you and this medium to anchor Kate in my vibration.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Thank you. It's my honor to do so. And may I ask more about your people?
Please do.
Tell us about your people. Yeah. What brought them here, where they're at, what do you need Kate to do?
And we are healers and we bring divine love to your planet.
Okay.
We are highly sensitive to the lower, denser energies in this place, in this space-time reality that you call home. And I have spoken to you before about this. We did not realize, we did not appreciate the toll and the very, very sensitive nature of our people that being here would have.
Mm-hmm.
We come from far away. I'm not ready to tell you exactly where, because you will become focused on that rather than the mission at hand. Suffice to say that I represent many, many peoples. I have been chosen myself by many, many peoples, many communities, many loved ones, by the beloved, by the divine. Ours is a mission to bring peace and harmony and love to this place that you call Earth. And
Thank you.
my people, my people, my
please.
people, my people, my people, my people, our people are drowning. They are drowning. And I do not feel, we do not feel your pain, and yet we do feel your pain. And the pain and suffering that we feel, I feel, will not be tolerated anymore. And so we are here, I am here, Kate is here, to call my people home. Not physically, but to bring their consciousnesses home so that they might know what I know. And in that knowing, they will find peace and love and harmony. And their abilities to heal your planet and be in service will be amplified.
Okay. So these people of yours are in human form. They've incarnated into physical bodies. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And the message that you offer can bring them into a remembered state of true home. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay.
And there are a few I can feel Kate trying to close the channel.
Okay.
Because she does not want to say.
Mm-hmm. Just allowing Kate to just drift further into that vibration of trust, of knowing, of connection, of the greater purpose behind this work. And she's been chosen for that strength that you're working with right now to just feel and allow and just bring her that knowing of the greater purpose behind this conversation.
There are ships.
Mm-hmm.
There are few of my people who will be called to the ship I am creating, Noah's Ark. What you may call a Noah's Ark. Safe passage home. Not everybody, not all of my people are required. I know them when I see them. They must. They do feel me. They do not hear my words. They feel my presence. There are coordinates that I will be bringing through, that I will be giving.
Okay.
But the time is not now.
Okay. And are you saying that some will stay and some will travel home in physical
Correct.
form?
Correct. Not in
Okay.
physical form. What you call physical form is
Mhm.
not, that's not relevant to us.
Right.
We do not exist in physical form that you
So
perceive.
I understand. So they will surrender their physical form in order to go home. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. How do we help your people here move into their remembered states? What can
You
we offer them?
must, you must do the
How
work
may
that
we?
you do. There are
Tell me
rememberings.
more.
There are channels for remembering appearing all over your planet. They appear as I see them, I perceive them as streams and rivers, just as water moves across your earth plane. So remembering moves across your earth plane. Sometimes that is a small, humble stream. Sometimes it is the rush, the crashing wave. The remembering is happening on all levels of humanity. There is a crisis which we are observing in this space-time reality. And we know, we hold the knowing that this crisis is for the greater good of humanity, and yet it causes such pain. We know that so many people are lost and suffering, and we will never, the collective will never abandon humanity, and yet I must call my people home.
Yeah, I understand. How else can we help you to send this remembering to your people through the work that we do? Is there some other way in which we may serve?
You and others like you water.
Mm-hmm.
You and others like you have been shown this. And yet we do not understand why this is not embraced wholeheartedly. You, and by you I mean mankind, not you, Peter.
Mm-hmm.
You have been shown that water holds consciousness.
Yes.
You have been shown the divine gift of water. You have been shown precisely how to program and activate water for the greater good. And yet, We do not understand why this is still. Kate cannot form the word. I do not know the word. We are confused.
Okay. Mm.
There is a mathematical equation which will soon land in the collective. It will come through various channels. Some of them will be known to you and some will not be known to you. The mathematical equation has the potential to change your relationship with water. And in the knowing of the power that water holds, not as a means of hydration, but as a means of freeing consciousness from the noise. The knowing of this mathematical equation will itself create a ripple effect. We are not at liberty to say who or when this equation will land. It is not complicated. In fact, it is blindingly obvious to use your words. And there will be some who seek to hide it, to protect it, to monetize it. And that must not be allowed to happen, which is why the equation will be dropped from source, from the divine, into the collective consciousness, just as light bulbs work.
Okay. Yeah. And for those who are watching this recording, who may be your people, Andromeda, what would you wish for them to know?
Look up. Look up as you listen to this recording. Let yourself feel me now. Mine is a vibration so strong. Your words, your human words, are like child's play to me. Kate does not appreciate what I am or who I am. And I find that amusing. She is not special. She is chosen, but she's not special.
Would it be helpful
Everyone,
for her to know why you did choose her?
oh, she is magnificent. She's truly magnificent. She's my racehorse, and I scanned the collective very carefully. She's my racehorse, and yet she thinks she is a donkey. She is so humble, too humble sometimes. And I am enjoying watching, feeling into her as she, through your guidance, and one of your collective, whose name I do not recall, in the holding of Kate in her magnificence. She embodies that more and more. So she will realize that she is less donkey, more racehorse. And I have chosen her because I wish to feel the wind
Okay. Is there anything that you would like to offer her that might help her to integrate even further than what she's done?
keep going every day. No caffeine. I appreciate your ability to communicate my messages to Kate because she takes them too literally. That is the danger, the risk of your language, your baby, your baby language. Where I come from, we do not use words. We have no need for words. So for me to communicate this way feels very odd. And slightly amusing. And I myself must not patronize you. For I know that for some, the power of word is immense. But what you do not realize is it is not the words themselves, it is the intention behind the words, it is the vibration of the word. And that is what I would ask you to remind Kate. It is her intention. It is her intention. Kate moves like a butterfly. And that is good. And just like a butterfly moves, the most gentle, delicate winds across your earth plane. So Kate, now being invited to become even more attuned to subtle energies. I have had to make myself so obvious. She describes me as a sledgehammer sometimes. I don't take delight in pinning her. I know that's her experience when I am present. She describes it as being pinned like a butterfly. But just as sometimes you must turn the screen red to get somebody's attention, so I too have chosen to make my presence very, 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 very known.
Thank you. Is there anything else that you'd like to offer Kate or the people who may be watching this? Anything else you'd like to offer us today, Andromeda?
Altitude.
Tell us more.
Mountains. There are certain mountains, high points in your geography that are particularly powerful energetically. I am creating a grid Kate will be traveling, activating. The grid is not a grid as you know grids. The grid is a grid as I perceive grids to be. And they reflect and open portals home.
Yeah.
For it is the portals that is the next step. Those of you who wish to leave your planet are foolish. You do not see the gift that you have been given. This is not an invitation to leave your planet. This is an invitation to invite us into your planet so that we might help you, lift you, shepherd you into the most beautiful divine timeline. That is Noah's Ark. Some of you, yes. Some of you, my generals, that's not the right word. It is the only word I can. There is no hierarchy intended. We do not operate like that. But there are some of you who will experience home, who will be leaving. But our mission here as people is not to abandon. Our mission here is to heal and serve humanity. Knowing that all destruction, any destruction, is not to be feared. For in destruction comes creation. You see this with fires, your forest fires, your clearings. It is the natural cycle of things. We implore you, we implore those of you who are listening, do not fear. Do not fear death. For on the other side of death, there is such divine love. You are loved, always loved. My people have access to celestial light. You might know us as angels. Sometimes we are perceived in the collective as angels. They are our kin. Kate has been looking for angels in hospitals. She will not find them there. Kate needs to stop looking and start being seen. That is why this recording, these recordings, are so important. And I thank you.
Thank you, Andromeda.
There is a sacred geometry that I will be sharing with you. A pattern.
Okay.
A pattern that creates light portals of which you have never seen before. This is my gift to humanity. Do not tell Kate. She will try and work it out. The gift I will be bringing to humanity is the code, the geometry, do not tell Kate. She has nothing to do. The codes, the geometry will be delivered energetically, not in lines. And that is why these conversations are so important. That is why I have asked you to create a space, a field. It is the field of these conversations which is their power. It is not the words, it is the field. And it is this field that I will be using, delivering these codes through. It is the field that carries such potency that those of you who are listening will know, and those of you who do not know will scratch your head. And that is okay. For not everybody is supposed to know. I am looking for 8 people. There are 8 of you. I do not know who you are. But I will know who you are. Do not rush to me. Sit. Feel. Do not rush to Kate. Sit. Feel. Let your minds be still. As a human, this is the work that I would like Kate to do. I would like Kate to practice stillness and silence and bring that to the collective, not through meditation, although that can sometimes be useful. Those of you who choose to meditate for hours and hours and hours, that is your choice, but that is not necessary. Nature, presence, lightness, that is the path. Playfulness, love, joy, those are the frequencies to be explored. Those are the frequencies, the streams of energy that will bring you most powerfully to the remembering. Do not be serious about the remembering. Do not make it heavy. The remembering is a remembering of divinity, divine love, divine connection, divine light. It is, for some of you, orgasmic. Do not get lost in that bliss. Bring that bliss to the collective and share it. That is the work at hand. Bring that bliss to your hospitals, to death, to disease. Bring that bliss to poverty. Do the things, feel the things that feel so counterintuitive to your human mind, to your identity. Do not read newspapers. Kate does not know why I have asked her to deliver this message. In fact, she thinks this message came from her. I can feel Kate coming in. Do you wish me to continue?
Is there more for you to offer?
Yes.
Okay, so let's ask Kate just to breathe and to understand that all is unfolding beautifully, and that her role in allowing those messages to come into this reality is an important one, and she's doing it so wonderfully well. And as we hold that vibration of trust for her, and she feels some of that bliss that you were just discussing, Andromeda, just let her know it's okay, and that she can return soon. We're holding loving space for her for just a little while longer as she welcomes you to bring the messages that are so important.
I will continue. Do not read newspapers. It is the fluttering of the paper. It is the fluttering of the paper, the distortions to your frequencies, your vibrations, I should say, that are causing such distress. And it is such an easy thing to not do. Not because we do not want you to know, but because you are addicted. Your identities are addicted. Your human physical bodies, your nervous systems are addicted very innocently to neuropeptides that do not serve the collective. Some of you are in the innocent habit of tuning into fear and disaster and war. And you do so out of well-meaning concern for others. But that is a trap. You serve those others best by tuning into you, tuning to the divine. Again, this may make no sense. And I ask that you trust, just as I am asking Kate to trust. There are some of you who have chosen the path of war, and that is for reasons that are yours and yours alone to know in the story of your soul. For the collective, there is an invitation to rise and join the revolution, because there is a revolution taking place. It is very quiet. It is divine. It has nothing to do with your religions. It has nothing to do with the word God, and yet the word God is a word that carries particular frequencies that can be useful as a stepping stone in the remembering. The danger, the risk of words like that to the human mind is that you have been conditioned in certain ways. And we ask you to transcend everything that you think that you know. Yours is not a journey of knowing that beyond which you are meant to know. Yours is a journey of remembering who you are. Yours is a journey of remembering your divinity and of anchoring that divinity into the human collective so that the collective consciousness itself will inevitably, because it is inevitable, transcend into the creation of a timeline, an earth future so beautiful, so potent, so communal, not in terms of you and your human experience, but in terms of us. You are but a tiny, tiny speck, a tiny crumb on the toast pan, the universe. That is an expression which I gave Kate many, many years ago, but it is true. And we are so excited, those of us who operate multidimensionally. But be clear, I am doing this work. There are other Kates in other dimensions, other what you might call parallel timelines. I am doing this work across many of your realities. Kate is the chosen one. She is the racehorse. The others are practice pieces for me. And the reason I am focusing here now with you, Peter Smith, is that this is a magical creation. And what I learn here in the evolution of my journey, and I am millennia, in the evolution of my journey, this is proving to be fascinating. And I will be taking this learning and applying this elsewhere. I will be taking this learning not for personal gain, but for the good of humanity and all the beings in the universe. And I will be sharing this with my council. Kate has access to a council of 8, but I will not let her access them yet. In fact, as Kate is experiencing, although I have allowed the Archangel Michael to present himself to her, I have no choice in that matter. As Kate is experiencing, and she tries to tune in to guides and spirits and all the other things that you humans intuitively know are with you, she meets me. And that is perfect.
Mm. Yeah. Is there anything else
Okay.
that you'd like to share today?
No.
Andromeda, thank you for what you've offered today. Thank you for the wisdom you've shared and the messages that you've brought. And we look forward to the next time when we speak again.
Mm. Peace.
As you get a sense of,
Peace. Peace.
thank you. When you're ready, just allow yourself to drift back into that space. Allow Kate to come forward. Take your time. Okay. Take a moment and I'll stop the recording at my end. You could do the same at yours.